Hi guys, welcome back to Valentino TV, and today we will be doing a solid cover foundation with a beautiful cover color called Bad and Bougie. Let's get right to it. Okay, so I have already prepared her nail surface in a previous video, so make sure you guys check that one out too on how to nail prep for foundation. Okay, so my way of doing it, I like to apply a small bead of crystal clear around the free edge just to encapsulate her natural nail, and when she turns it over, you can't see the clumpiness of a color, okay? Not necessarily that you have to do it, you don't have to do it, this is just my way. And it's a very tiny bead. I'm not sure if you guys can see that tiny bead, just to hide that free edge. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead with my Bad and Bougie cover. And I will grab my first bead into a medium consistency. And I'm gonna apply it right on the free edge. Make sure you fan it out. You have to fade in your beads one into each other. That way you will reduce that line that appears once you're done and the marbling. So just make sure you fade in your beads into each other. So I'm grabbing my second bead. And again, fanning out. And with the belly of my brush, I'm just tapping it just to get my shape. I will be doing a nice ballerina shape. Make sure your form is placed properly. That way you don't have troubles with your shaping. Now I'm going to pinch to number 4 because I want to leave her length about into a 3.5. That way I have a nice C curve inside that barrel. We should have a nice tunnel view. And now basically we're just adding more structure. I have my base. I'm gonna go ahead back into that free edge. And you guys see how I blend in. Make sure you're blending in. Okay, so I'm gonna go in closer to the cuticle area, about halfway. I like working in small beads. That's just my way of working. I feel that I have more control of the product. And especially if you're a beginner, I highly recommend you use smaller brushes. You start with at least a size 8, then gradually move into a size 10, 12, until you feel comfortable in the size of the brush. I like to be between a 10 and 12. So here's a trick. Close to the cuticle, but without touching. Push it back and make sure it seeps a little bit underneath that cuticle area. And blend them in together. If you feel that you need more product in certain areas, don't be afraid to apply. Just make sure you don't touch the skin. Now right here, I have touched the skin a little bit. Just make sure you go ahead with the tip of your brush and scoop it out, clean it out. Now be careful with thickness. You don't want your enhancement to be super thick. It should be the size or the thickness of a credit card. So pay attention to that. Make sure with the belly and the tip of your brush, you're constantly cleaning on your sidewall. And there's a little lint right here. You have to get rid of that. There you go. Okay. So if you guys notice, I went with the lines that the form already has. I guided myself through. That's why it's important for you guys to put that nail form correctly, because you can guide yourself with the lines. And make sure you constantly clean your sidewalls. That way when you remove the nail form, it's nice and clean and you don't have much filing to do. Make sure you look at the nail from all angles. And there you have it. We're gonna wait approximately 10 minutes and we're gonna go ahead and file, okay? Okay, it's been already like 10 minutes. Let's see if it's ready. You guys hear that tapping noise? Just make sure it taps all the way through and it's the same noise. So let's remove the form. And we have a beautiful C curve here. Now I'm gonna file. I'm grabbing a medium carbide bit. And now let's just remove a little bit of the excess bulkiness. We want it to look natural. Pretty much the shape is already there. We're just going to tweak it a little bit. My side walls are supposed to be nice and straight. Okay, you guys can cut. Okay, so here we are just tweaking the shape a little bit with my hand file. Not really much to be done since the foundation was laid really good. I'm just making sure that my side walls are aligned, nice and straight. Be careful with the skin, always push back and wrap it well. You don't want to cut. Look at your nails from all angles. You have a beautiful, nice C curve. Beautiful tunnel view. Now I am going to buff my nail surface and get it ready to apply my top coat. So now that I am done here, if we have any cuticle left, this is the time to cut it and remove it before applying your gel top coat. And I'm gonna go ahead with my Valentino non-white. Make sure you clean it properly. That way you don't have any dust trapped in the top coat, which we do have here. All right, guys, all the products I've used today are in the description below. Thanks for watching.